Alright guys and dolls, I'm going to do a little thing, maybe one a week, of conversions and models I've done so far, along with maybe some tutorials and just some messing around fun I do. But up here we have my Riptide. I'm going for a Macross theme on my towel. And it's pretty much just the color, just the high colors and stuff, real anime-esque. So this is the first Riptide I've done. And there's not a lot of conversions on it, really. Magnetizing spots and all the add-ons and stuff. What I did do here, this head is from one of the Forge World models. It came on the Fusion Cascades Crisis suit. I liked the way the head looked on it better, and I put the Riptide on that model. So what we have here is this. I have the magnetization points up here on top, but what I do is I do little magnet plates, and I'll use mason jar lids. And I'll cut them up to the size they need to be, and what they do is they work perfect. Rocket pod's angled down on this one because the way his pack is. This is hard to do. I'm working around the camera. There's the rocket pods. Then we have the fusion blasters. I decided to do them, magnetize them sideways. I don't know why. I like the way they look better that way. And then the plasma cannons. It's really hard to do on this. There you go. So there's that. And of course the main weapon is magnetized too. What I did was I glued this on, and then inside here is the magnet. You can see that. So anyway, I put a magnet in there. Same for the ion cannon. This is the ion cannon. I don't have the rule book or the codex yet. I'm just modeling away right now. But this little side piece here, I glued it in place, and I have the magnets, especially on this one, slightly offset. So when I put it on, I can slide it over and kind of lock it in place. And then to take it off, it just pops right off. You rock it on and rock it off. So anyway, and there's that on. So that's what this guy looks like. I'll put stills up at the end of everything. My basing, I'm not 100% happy with it. I wanted to go for like a deeper water effect, and I couldn't dam up the sides well enough to trap the water in, so it ran. But he's stepping on some Necrons there. Again, like I said, the still pics will look a little better. And then the snow effects. I'm not digging the snow effects either. I do two different types of snow effects. This right here was from a kit, like a legit snow effect, and it's too bright. I don't like it. It's really bright. The other snow effect that I do, I use baking soda, Elmer's glue, and white paint. Or sometimes like I'll use a really light blue paint. But I do that and it kind of dulls the snow down a little bit. It looks more natural. And then I'll go right while it's still wet and sticky at the top. I'll sprinkle just a little bit of the baking soda on it, and it gives it that real textured look that snow has. This looks cheesy and fake in my opinion.
Whoa.
It just looks over the top white for this. I really wish I could go back over it or do something. I don't know. Maybe throw a wash on it or something to kind of tone it down a notch. I might do that. I'm really liking the muddy effect that I'm getting now. So, but yeah, here's this guy. And this actually would be a girl because it's Mira from Robotech. One of the Zentradi females. Her color is red, so this would be more like her. But here's my second Riptide. I only have two. This one I converted. This one is an actual conversion piece. You know what? It's gonna be crappy, but I'm gonna turn the camera light on. It washes it out, but you sure can see it a little bit better. And again, like I said, I'll do stills at the end. But yeah, this is a complete conversion. I like to buy bits lots on eBay, especially when it's a towel. Bits. So What I did was I did have to order a few extra pieces like the arms and stuff because I didn't have those. What else did I have to order? I think the backpack maybe, or the legs, one part of the legs or something like that. Anyway, I did order some bits, but most of it I literally got in a bits lot and I could piece one together pretty good. So what we did first conversion I did, because this is going to be Max Sterling from Robotech. My daughter loves Robotech. Me and her sat down and watched it a lot. We need to go back through and rewatch the series again. But his head, one of the Veritech suits that Max has, his fighter, has the single sponson on the back of the head. So what I did was I took, I believe this is a broadside head, and I just cut down inside and put one of the little towel radar fins or whatever they're called on the back of it to make it stick out. And these here, this conversion, I didn't come up with this on my own. In several of the towel groups, somebody posted these, and we all loved them. Several of us are trying to do them, and I just had to do it. But what you do is, on the intake ports, you replace those with the Landspeeder Typhoon missile pods. All you have to do is they have little pegs on the back of them. You cut them off, and literally they glue straight on there in place of the original intake. See what else? Magnetized here and on the back side of the arm too. This is a Storm Surge shield because I didn't have one for the Riptide. I ordered this through Bits World and got it in because, of course, as soon as the Storm Surge comes out, they're all over the place. Now, if only people would just have the back of the main cannon that you could buy separately and not for $30. That's a bit ridiculous. But it's magnetized under here, same as the other ones. I'll just take him off here because he's not glued down yet. Same deal. I put the plate, part of the mason jar lid, just cut a strip. When you paint it over, you can't really see it that much. What else did I do major? He has 2 of the Riptide shoulder pads, just because I wanted to do something different. And then the mega big difference is back here, the packs. Obviously, they're not on the sides. And to cover up the holes there, I had extra fins from the Razor Shark. A Razor Shark, I think that's what, yeah, the Razor Shark fighter. The little drones. And those slid right into those holes perfectly. And I think it gives it a nice profile. I just like the way it looks there. Especially painted in the blue and white. It's going to be super sick. But the jump pack. Super easy to do this, man. It is ridiculous. The little nubbins here, there's some on the inside. You shave those off and you put the glue, and they glue right together perfectly. I'm sure some people, sticklers or whatever, would probably want to fill this with plastic card or whatnot, but I think it looks good just the way it is, honestly. I did have to trim down inside here. I can't get in there really well, but the little would be the square piece that would cover over here. I had to cut an angle off of that so it fit along the back side of it, and then in here to cover that area and kind of bulk it out more, I used a broadside shoulder in there. I just cut off the nub on the end that would connect to the elbow joint, and then just glued it on there to kind of fill it out more. See? And then there's the little inside. That's what it looks like in there. And then here's the back, how it's glued. It's really, the main touching points are that angle piece that I cut in there, and then right along here. I probably could go in with a little bit of putty or green stuff or something and work it in there to seal it better, but honestly, it's on there really good. You know, I can wiggle it and nothing's happening. So, I mean, it's awesome figure. I do need to get an ion cannon for this one. I have the burst cannon, but I still need to get an ion cannon for it. I'm going to do something different over this side. Maybe do like find an extra one of these pieces here, and instead of putting it on the gun itself, put it on his wrist here. But yeah, mainly an ion cannon. Here's my little magnet. I kept it in the center since I didn't have that hose to work with. And oh, here's the back side. Just a little magnet. And those work perfect, and I like the way they look. What I do is, that fits there. And, but boom, I do that. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it looks really cool with the plasma on there as well. Yeah, I like that. And you I technically could put the missile pods on there too if I wanted to. And they actually kind of look cool on there like that. But that's a bit overkill for the missile pods. But I have yet to play the game since 4th edition. And I kind of got out right around the time 5th edition was coming out. So I don't know a lot of the rules anymore. You know, I know me and my cousin, we did a lot of garage games. I didn't play any tournaments or things, so I don't know how well these would fly in tournaments. Especially the sticklers who are, you see it, you see what you get, or whatever it is as you see it. So they might throw a fit saying, oh, no matter what, these are missile pods. He looks like he has missile pods, so maybe there's something you could do with a strip of metal in there and a magnet to cover it with some kind of intake if that was an issue. But me, it's cool looking. I like the way it looks. I don't know the rules on the missile pods. To me, the missile pods might be the best thing to take with this guy. So, but yeah, this is his conversion, and I really dig it. Alright, so this is the base to that guy. And what I have here is 2 pieces of bark. There is one flatter one here, and then one angled up here. Glued together with hot glue, and you can see the hot glue on the back. I didn't do a very good job of hiding it. For the basing effect here, it's pretty much sand, dirt, ballast, tiny pebbles like fish tank sand and stuff, and fish tank rocks. Train ballast. I got train ballast on here too. I sprinkled some of it up on the edge of the bark to kind of blend it all in together. I went around the edge with a hot glue, which I actually have done this before on my Razor Shark, which I'll show you because I did some custom conversions on that. But I did that because I was going to put a water effect down, but I was out. So instead, what I did is primed everything black, brown washes and brown dry brushing and stuff like that, light browns. Came back with like some darker grays here to where it would be like deep water, and then dry brushed grays and whites and stuff on here to kind of give it a dead bark look. Then I poured, like I said, I didn't have the water effects, but I had an ice effect. So I poured that in there just to see what it would do because it looked like the water effects. But what it does is it shrinks in and soaks up more, and it gives it this glistening look, and it looks like mud look. And then what I do with this is lichen, that green floral lichen you get at the dollar store and stuff. I cut it up really fine, and little daubs of Elmer's glue, put them on there, and then some isopropyl alcohol water. I guess they call it wet water. Spritz that over the top of it, and then I came back with Elmer's glue to kind of get it to hold really good. It made it kind of wilty look, so it looks muddy. It looks like a muddy area, and I like that. So it kind of gives it a swampy effect. But yeah, you know, that's my video for this week. I'll throw up another one next week, or maybe later on this week, of some more conversions I've done. It's super fun. I love it. At the end of this video, I'll have pictures, like, comment, subscribe, whatever you got to do. You know, I sure am inspired by all the groups and all the conversions I see. I'd like to inspire more people to have fun with this hobby because it sure does rock. Thanks, guys. Talk at you later. Nerd life.